Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Last time, we got ourselves a new mask here in the game. We got ourselves the All Knight's mask, and with this creepy mask equipped, we heard the entirety of all the stories that the Granny and the Stop Putt Inn had to tell us, which gave us 2 new heart pieces. So, now we're going to be starting what is considered the longest side quest here in Majora's Mask, and it all starts with our good friend Gorman here. Bother. I'm busy. Okay, fine. Maybe it doesn't start with you. It seemed like you're a little preoccupied. Now, in fact, it starts over here in the mayor's residence. But there's a little bit of a catch. This place doesn't open up until 10 a.m. to the public. So, yeah, our friend Gorman here is actually on his way over to the mayor's residence. You can actually tell when this place is open on the first day here by just seeing Gorman walk through the front door. I'm going to wait for him to go through the front, and then as soon as the door shuts, I can actually follow. But here we are, mayor's residence. It's been a while since we last been here. I'm on the Gorman troop. I have an appointment to meet with Madame today. Oh, really? Then that should be fine if you just go in. Well, before he goes in, I kind of want to go in first. So this must be the Madame that we heard about. Oh dear, are you on a field trip? Or are you the expert person finder I hired? Yes. I say you had the face of a pro. The characteristics of a person I want you to find. Yes, I know them. The person I want you to locate is my son, Kafei. You know him, don't you? You don't? Really? He disappeared about a month ago. It's terrible. I'm so very worried. I can't get my food down my throat, and I've lost 5 pounds. You haven't anything, though. Oh, dear. Well, could you look for him? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh my, of course. You are an expert. Well, I'm counting on you. So by taking on Madame's job here, we have been given the Kafei's mask. Where it is to inquire about the missing Kafei. Madame Aroma, the mayor's wife, was added to your notebook. You took the work of a pro. This was added to your notebook. Oh dear, are you on a field trip? This is my office. The mayor's office is next door. If you need to speak to me about the carnival's performances, make an appointment, please. I love how you just forgot who we are, even though you gave us a mask not even, like, a minute ago. How'd you forget me that quick? Are the fins damp lately? That's the greeting used among us Zoras. Forgive me. I am Toto, manager of the band, the Indiegogo's. I'm out of business cards, so a Zora greeting will have to do. The Indiegogo's is the popular group that we Zoras are so proud of. They put out a lot of songs. One of their hits is Ballad of the Windfish. You know that song, don't you? Huh? You don't? Really? You one that famous? You'd be able to hear it if the show wasn't canceled. It's such a shame. Well, it makes sense why you don't remember me, buddy. We talked to Toto in a completely different timeline, so yeah, he doesn't really remember us. But it looks like Gorman here is finally making his way inside, so, I got a job to do. Mr. Gorman, sir, have you seen this man? No, I see you're still busy. Busy walking, I see. Well, if we wait for Gorman to fully enter the room, we can actually hear his conversation between these two. Madame Aroma, I am Gorman. It has been some time. Thank you for letting us perform at this year's carnival time. Oh, dear me. Gorman? There's a problem. Meaning? The opening performance I asked you to do... yes. They canceled. Just now. What's this? Allow me to explain. Oh, excuse me. I am to work at this year's show. Or, that was the plan. I am Toto, manager of the Zora band, the Indiegogo's. He arrived this morning. Actually, there's been an unusual accident in Great Bay. And due to this unusual accident, Lulu, the diva of the Indiegogo's, has lost her voice. Why? Why? The details are quite long, so I'll spare you. At any rate, I must cancel a performance at this year's carnival time. See? Then this means the Gorman's troops' job is... It's off. But that's all, Gorman. There's always next year. I'm busy with other matters. Well, now we know why we find Gorman just drinking his sorrows away at the milk bar later on. This show kind of gets canceled because of another band being kind of MIA, but to be fair, we understand why Lulu can't sing. Her voice was taken away, but we do help her get the voice back. Just not in this timeline. Sorry, Gorman. Show's canceled. Lulu probably won't be getting her voice back during this set of 3 days. And as you can see, their conversation goes on for quite some time. This conversation goes all the way up from 11 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. And then Gorman finally leaves. I'm angry now. Don't speak to me. They must be joking. Now what am I to do? Hey, that's just how things go at times, dude. Sorry, that's the unfortunate circumstances here. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and just play ourselves the Song of Inverted Time, because there is a lot of stuff that actually is gonna be happening during this Kafei hunt. And I don't want to be missing any of these specific times, so we're gonna slow down time for the time being. As in here, I want to read this. This is Kafei's diary. The wedding ceremony is soon. It might be early when I finish my wedding mask. I wonder if Andrew has made hers. She tends to do things at the last minute, so probably not. There is a gathering of the fellows at the milk bar tonight. I plan to show off my wedding mask and talk about my sweetheart as best as I can. You can even see on the desk there is a picture of Andrew. She's the one that actually works at the Stock Pot Inn, so we've seen her before. So this missing person, Kafei, he's engaged to Andrew. They're supposed to be married, but since now he's gone missing, yeah, the wedding for now is kind of put on hold. So we want to help find Kafei so those two can get married. But for now, we want to make our way over to the Stock Pot Inn, as there is something here that is going on around noon. This is not specifically related to the side quest we're doing now, but is definitely something I want to be taking a look at, as there is a little bit of world building we get to go ahead and see here. Between 12 and 12:15 p.m. here on day 1, we'll see Angie here bring some lunch to her dear old grandmother. Oh, Tortoise, I've already had lunch. Grandmother, I'm Anju. Tortoise was my dad. And you haven't had lunch yet. I've already had lunch. I'll be quick and take that away. Not eating is bad for you. Please eat. Didn't I say that I already ate lunch, Tortoise? Impossible, child. Then don't eat my food. I give up. What? Would you like me to read you a story? Nice save, Granny. Nice save. This is Granny's diary, man. People don't keep their diaries closed in this world. It's not great. Here's my granddaughter who cooked again today. Putting that to the lips shortens the life. I thought of a way to get by without eating. I'll try it tomorrow. I just hope I'm not caught. Granny, you're lucky Andrew didn't read your diary that's right open in front of her face. She could have easily read that and then got onto your little trick right now. She could have easily figured it out in a matter of seconds. But you can't even talk to Andrew at this point. She's so very sad about the situation that she just walks away sadly. So on day 1, around noon, that's when you can see Andrew make her way over to Granny's room here to give her lunch. So yeah, it's a nice little world building thing there. At this point, you can go ahead and read stories from Granny once again. When those two are talking, you don't have access to Granny's stories. So if you do want to read these stories for the side quests of getting the pieces apart here using the All Night's Mask, you have to wait for Andrew to leave. Because unfortunately, when she's here, you ain't doing anything there. But at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and follow Andrew. I want to see, where did she take this food? She's not taking it to the kitchen because, just for reference sake, over here right next to Granny's room, this is the kitchen. So that food ain't going back to where it was made. Instead, if we follow Andrew here, she goes up the stairs, and then she goes into this room with the food. So I guess at this point, she's just going to eat it herself. It says employees only. No minutes. Okay, but maybe, can I get into this room? Sneaking into other people's rooms, you're the worst. So it seems the only room we're allowed to get into is this one here. What do you have to say? Oh well, that won't work. No, that's too basic. So if we get in front of this lady here, you may actually recognize her. This is one of the dances we'll find over in West Clocktown at night for both Dawn of the First and Second Day. So we recognize that dancer, and here's the other one. Judo's very good at it. Maybe we should add some spins. So this is how you get a hint of these dancers looking for a new dance move. And this tells you, hey, use the Chimera's mask and you can teach them some new moves. We've already done that, so for us, that's not really a thing. Doo-doo-doo! Don't speak to her right now. She hasn't finished her new dance at the town's carnival. Doo-doo-da! Even though the song is finished. Yeah, well, in her timeline, she did finish that little dance routine of hers, because we helped. Not in this timeline, though, so, gonna have to just let her be, because for now, she doesn't know a dance. Neither does her friend. Hello, miss. Welcome to the Stockpot Inn. Do you have a reservation? Yes? You do have a reservation? That's good. Mr. Link, is it? One moment, please. Mr. Link? I have you down for an afternoon arrival. Wait, you do? Your room is our knife chamber on the 2nd floor. Here is your key. I got a room key. You're not sure why, but you apparently had a reservation. I didn't make this. Whose room key is this? Not mine. This is fortunate. Yeah, you don't say, notebook. Please relax. Okay, guess I have a room key now. And in fact, it does show up in our inventory here right next to the magic beans. With this, you can go in and out of the Stockpot Inn at night. This is great because normally the only way to get into the Stockpot Inn at night is upstairs. But now we see around 2 o'clock, the postman makes his way over to the Stockpot Inn. He's paying a visit to Andrew here. What is this? I have delivered this to you. Wait. This letter. Where did you? From the post box. That's not what I mean. From the post box where? From the post box somewhere. That's not what I mean. Wow, looks like these two are having a little bit of a hard time. Please tell me. It's a secret. I must know! Well, you're not finding out anytime soon, lady. I'm currently on the job. If I stop to talk, it would disrupt my schedule. Alright, see you later, buddy. So, that was interesting. But now I have another question for you, Andrew. Have you seen your fiancé? You're also looking for Kafei? I have a request. Kafei, I have a clue that will help you find him. Tonight at 11:30, please come to our kitchen. We'll talk then. You promised to meet her at night. This was added to our notebook. Alright, well, I guess while we wait for the next event to happen, we can go ahead and use our new room key to enter our room that we apparently had reserved here in the Stop Pod Inn. And it looks like they gave us a silver rupee, so not only did we get a free room, but we got someone else's rebates? So, if it didn't feel like you stole something before, now it definitely does. The heck is this? What a ramshackle inn! Is this room first class? You can hear whoever's next door for crying out loud. Well, whatever. We're staying for free, so we can't expect much. Even for free, Tad will find something to complain about. Come on, man. Do kind of want to mention this. The room key, this item doesn't work anywhere whatsoever. This is just an item for your inventory. That way you can get in and out of the Stop Pod Inn at night without having to worry about equipping anything. It's just an automatically used item. Same for the upstairs room. You don't need to have it equipped to actually open the door, but I figured I would equip it once just to showcase how that would actually, well, work. But there's something interesting we kind of need to talk about, and it's related to the room key situation. And it's because we actually know, if we wait around here long enough, who that room is actually reserved for. So at around 3:45 p.m., we will see a Goron just pop in the Stop Pod Inn. The city is so busy, it's hard to find one's way. Girl. So we're gonna wait here a minute, and we're gonna see the conversation between this Goron and Andrew, and just see exactly what's being said. I'm terribly sorry. There are no vacancies today. We're booked solid reservations. I made a reservation. The name is Link, Goro. Mr. Link, Goro? I don't have a reservation under that name. There's one close to that, but... What? Really, Goro? Well, it's nice weather, so I'll just sleep outside, Goro. I'm terribly sorry. Well, apparently there's someone else named Link, and we just took his room because our names are very similar. But because this guy adds Goro to the end of his sentences, Andrew thought he was a different person, so that's very unfortunate. It's a hard world to live in, Goro. I feel bad because not only did we take his room, but you know he paid money for it and we didn't. So we took his money and took his room. Man, what a hard life. So there's something very important to mention about the whole room key situation here. So for starters, as the name Link, or any name that your file is, that is the room reservation. You can go ahead and get that room by just talking to Andrew between the times of 1:50 p.m. and 3:50 p.m. And you can talk to Andrew as a human, a Goron, or a Zora. She will give you the room key no matter what transformation you are in, just as long as you talk to Andrew before the Goron shows up after 3:50. So around 4 p.m., that is your cutoff time for getting your room. Another thing to mention about the room key is how things are changed here in the 3DS version. So here in the Stop Pod Inn, let's go ahead and talk to Andrew once again. Welcome to the Stop Pod Inn. Are you wanting to stay the night? Yes, I am. I'm terribly sorry. With the carnival so soon, we're booked solid. There's not a single room left to reserve. In fact, the Goron who's arriving this afternoon snapped up our very last room. Lucky him. It always gets like this right before the carnival. I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I recommend making a reservation a few weeks in advance if you want to stay here. After all, better safe than sorry. Sorry. Please pay to stop on in a visit in the future. So, in the 3DS version, they specifically mention who makes this reservation. So, it's a Goron, now that we know, made this reservation. So, unfortunately, here in the 3DS version, you cannot get this room key until you get the Goron mask. In the 3DS version of Majora's Mask, the only way for you to get the room key is to have the Goron mask equipped and then talk to Anju. Oh, hello. You must be the Goron checking in today. Welcome. Let me just confirm your reservation real quick. One moment, please. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Goron. Oops, I mean, Mr. Link. Welcome to our humble inn. Your room is the knife chamber on the 2nd floor. Here is your key. So, because of the 3DS acknowledging that a Goron made this reservation, you have to wait until you get the Goron mask in order to get this room key. So, this item isn't as useful here in the 3DS version as it is in the N64 version, simply because you can get this key as early as right after you get yourself the Deku mask, reverting back to a human. So, that's the biggest difference here with the stop button between the different versions of Majora's Mask. One more thing to note is that the Deku cannot get this key as Angie will see you as a little kid, so you're unable to actually get this reservation. You need a parent, apparently, to check you in if you're a Deku, so unfortunately, that won't work. But now that we have gotten ourselves a room key here in the Stop Pod Inn, and we made an appointment with Anju to talk to her later on here in the Stop Pod Inn, we're going to go ahead and end things here. Next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we'll meet up with Anju around midnight here on the first day, and see what information she has about Kafei. I'll see you guys next time.